Welcome everyone. Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we are going to tackle the absolute biggest hurdle to speaking fluent English, and that is the mental translation trap. You know, if you are listening to this, you probably already know a lot of English vocabulary and grammar, but when it is time to actually speak to someone, you freeze. Your mind goes blank. Well, today, we are going to fix that. We're going to break down exactly how to train your brain to think directly in English so you can stop that slow, clunky translation process for good.
So, let me ask you a question. Do you translate every word before speaking? Think about it. Do you form a sentence in your native language first and then desperately struggle to find the exact English words before you open your mouth? If you do this, you are definitely not alone. It's incredibly common. But it's also so exhausting. Your brain is basically working twice as hard to do just one job. We're going to change that today so you can finally speak with smooth, natural timing. Here is our quick agenda for today. First, the mental translation trap. Second, mistakes holding you back. Third, 6 steps to English thinking. Fourth, building daily English habits. And finally, overcoming fluency challenges. Okay, moving right into section 1, the mental translation trap. Why translating slows you down.
Translating in your head creates a massive delay. By the time your brain forms the thought in your native language, looks for the English words, and checks the grammar rules, well, the moment to speak is already passed. The conversation moved on without you. And worse, it leads to awkward phrasing. Different languages build thoughts differently. For example, if you directly translate the feeling of being cold from many other languages into English, you might literally say, I have cold. But in natural English, we just say, I am cold. Relying on that native language middleman doesn't just make you slow. It often makes you sound unnatural because you are trying to use the grammar rules of one language with the vocabulary of another.
Let's move on to section 2, mistakes holding you back. What to avoid.
There are 4 massive roadblocks keeping you stuck in this translation loop. We just talked about relying too heavily on translation. But let's look at the second one, overthinking grammar. This is huge. If you try to make every single sentence perfect before you speak, you will never speak naturally. Remember, native speakers just speak. We do not review a list of grammar rules in our heads before opening our mouths. When you add in a fear of making mistakes and a lack of daily English immersion outside of your classroom, your brain naturally runs right back to the comfort of your native language. We all love the safety of our native language, but relying on translation is like riding a bike with training wheels forever. You eventually have to trust your brain. If you never take those training wheels off, you will never experience the true freedom of riding freely. To achieve real fluency, you absolutely have to let go of the safety net of your native language.
Now for the fun part. Section 3, 6 steps to English thinking. Rewiring your brain.
Here is your ultimate 6-step roadmap. Step 1, name things. Step 2, talk to yourself. Step 3, use an English-to-English dictionary. Step 4, think in simple sentences. Step 5, have an inner voice. And Step 6, surround yourself. These steps are designed to slowly shift your internal thoughts directly into English. Let's break them down. Let's look at steps 1 and 2. It might sound a little silly or overly simple, but just look around your room right now and name the items you see. Bed, window, lamp. Doing this builds incredible new pathways in your brain. Then, take it one step further and actually talk to yourself out loud. Describe what you are doing using simple English. You can narrate making your morning coffee or just say, I am putting on my shoes. There is absolutely zero pressure here because no one is listening. But your brain is getting fantastic practice connecting English directly to the real world around you.
For step 3, we're changing your tools. Switch to an English-to-English dictionary. This makes a massive psychological difference. If you use a bilingual dictionary, you are just practicing that translation trap over and over. But if you switch to an English-only dictionary, you force your brain to learn context. For example, if you look up the word excited, you don't get a native language equivalent. Instead, you get the English definition, feeling very happy and eager. You're connecting the English word directly to an English concept. This is a total game changer for building your vocabulary.
As you move to steps 4 and 5, the secret is simplicity. Please do not overwhelm yourself by trying to build long, complicated paragraphs in your head. Just start with small, immediate thoughts. Instead of thinking, I should go to the store because I need to buy some vegetables for dinner, just think, I need vegetables. Keep it simple. From there, you can start having little planning conversations with yourself entirely in English. Ask yourself, what should I wear today? Building this simple English inner voice is exactly how the language becomes automatic.
All right, section 4, building daily English habits, making it stick.
To really make these steps stick,
You need to bookend your day in English. That means the very moment you wake up, plan your schedule in English. Today is Monday. I have a meeting. Then, right before you go to sleep, review what you did. What did I do today? Did I enjoy it? Doing this sets the perfect tone for your brain before your native language takes over again.
Next up, try implementing a strict 30-minute no translation rule every single day. Just pick a half-hour block. Maybe it's during your morning commute or while you're cooking dinner. For those 30 minutes, push yourself out of your comfort zone. You are only allowed to think and observe in English. No native language allowed at all. It will definitely be hard at first, but this focused sprint is incredibly effective.
Finally, keep a simple English journal. Writing just a few short lines about your day or your goals without stressing over perfect grammar is a fantastic pressure-free way to practice. The physical act of writing forces you to output the English thoughts you have been practicing in your head all day.
Let's move to our last section. Section 5, Overcoming Fluency Challenges, Staying on Track.
Let's be realistic, you are going to hit some roadblocks, so you need practical solutions. If you find yourself defaulting back to your native language, just take a deep breath, be patient, and use a smaller English phrase. If you're losing motivation, track your progress. Look back at your journal or voice recordings to see how much you've improved. But the absolute best trick is what to do when you forget an exact word. Whatever you do, don't freeze. Just describe it simply. If you forget the word refrigerator, don't panic. Just confidently call it a cold box where I keep food. Being able to navigate around missing vocabulary using simple English is a true sign of conversational fluency.
I really want you to remember this quote. Fluency comes with practice, not perfection. Making grammar mistakes, stumbling over a sentence, or having to describe your refrigerator as a cold box isn't a failure at all. It is literally the exact mechanism your brain uses to learn. Perfectionism is your biggest enemy here. So, to wrap up this explainer, I have a challenge for you. What is one step you will try today? Look around the room right now. Pick just one strategy we talked about. Maybe you will start naming objects out loud, or download an English-to-English dictionary, or plan your morning in English tomorrow. Whatever it is, take action immediately. You have the tools now. So, are you going to keep riding with those training wheels forever, or are you finally ready to speak freely?